So how far? Cut soap for me now. How far? Show me the way now. How far? What's up? Like, hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is iDokas My Space. If you're seeing this face for the first time, thanks for stopping by. Please subscribe before you leave and like this video. Leave a comment. Whatever I say that you agree with or do not agree with, please let me know in the comment section and then we can talk about it, okay? So guys, in today's video, I don't know if you guys are feeling my new setup over here and over here, like this angle. I'm looking at the little monitor there, but yeah, I changed my setup. I think I'm just gonna keep changing it around so that I don't bore you guys with just one setup, okay? So I've been using this. My last video that I talked about what did I say in my last video? What was the last one I uploaded? Oh yeah, in my last video I spoke about, you know, how it is unfair to tell a child or tell the mother of a child that the child is ugly. Something that I basically just reacted to a video that Lily Pope TV put up. So yeah, I used this set for the what was I saying again? So what's wrong with my brain? I'm having coffee. I try to stay away from coffee. This is my guilty pleasure, and I take Nescafe, the 3-in-1, 2 sachets, yeah. And for a while, when I was working, true story guys, I used to take coffee, this particular 3-in-1 coffee, every single day, because like I would just make it in the morning, and just because there was always traffic, so I would have it in traffic on my way to work. Then I started looking for different ways to spice it up. Guys, this is facts. If you have never tried 3-in-1 Nescafe coffee with ginger, you should try it. It is amazing. So all you need to do is just blend the ginger, then squeeze the squeeze the stuff out of it. I don't do that though, but you can. Or what you can do even better is pound your ginger and boil it. Once it's hot, it's that hot water that you use to make the coffee. Like, I was thinking of different ways to spice up my coffee, you know, so that I would enjoy it, and it was really nice. Try it, you guys, you enjoy it. So that's what we're talking about today. So as I was getting ready to shoot this video, I got on a call with a friend, and I was wondering, oh, what am I supposed to talk about today? And then we started talking about pressurizing yourself. And guys, honestly, while we're talking, I was just jotting down points because it was just making sense that I'm not the only one that feels that way. I'm sure a lot of you too feel that way. You feel pressurized to be better or do better. Sometimes, or most times, you feel pressurized from people you see. Like if you see your mates that probably doing the same thing that you're doing better than you're doing, you feel some sort of pressure, right? Now, this whole video is to sort of tell you that it is not wrong, it is not bad, or it is not off place to feel that pressure. What is off place or what is wrong is what you do with it at the end of the day. So you know all those memes that circulate and say, oh, if you see your friend doing good and you're wishing them bad, you should put your hand on your chest and call yourself a witch. Now, I'm not saying you're a witch, because everybody at some point of their life would have to feel that way. It's just what they do with it at the end of the day. Sometimes I just say things down, so I'm going to just go into get my book and give it to you one after the other, because it was a very insightful conversation I had with my friend, and I felt like, I mean, maybe 1 or 2 persons might learn from it. So let's go. Stop pressurizing yourself. See my pen? See my pen? Cute, right? I jotted down some things. See the notes. So one thing we discussed is walking at your pace. Now this topic is simply, I'm talking to men, women, married, single, because at the end of the day, whether you're married or you're single, you're on a career path. You're trying to build something one way or the other. You're either trying to leave where you are to do something else in terms of job, or you're trying to be better at your skill if it's a skill. You know, whatever situation you find yourself in, I am talking to you. If you're in whatever situation I'm talking about, yes. The first thing we said is walking at your pace. There is nothing, I repeat this again. Walk at your pace. There is nothing as fulfilling as walking at your pace. Now, when you see people doing better than you, sometimes it tends to put you under some sort of pressure, and then you feel this need to maybe do one or two things that is outside your comfort zone. Not your comfort zone, because obviously people that progress or that really succeed are risk takers and people that are ready to walk outside their comfort zone. But when you start to do things that are not you, that are not true to who you are, then you're not working at your pace, if you get what I mean. And do things that are true to who you are. Don't try to start doing things that is not true to who you are because you're trying to compete with someone else. Which brings me to my next point. Never look at your competition to compete. Look to better yourself. So now when you are in a field doing stuff and then you have people that are also doing the same thing that you are doing, just look at them. Always look at your competition. Look at what your competition is doing. Maybe not competition, or your colleague, or your maybe competition is a big word because not everybody is a competition, honestly. But just look at what the next person is doing. Try to see if you can learn from the person. If you cannot learn from the person, then try to see what the person is doing right, and then try to better yourself if you feel like you're not doing it well. Do you get? Never look at that person to compete with the person. Try to outdo the person, because if you're not working at your pace and you're trying to outdo, you're trying to compete, you're not true to who you are, and in the long run you will crash. I feel like you will crash. Now, these are my opinions. They are open for criticism. If you have any criticism, if you want to critique what I'm saying, please leave it down in the comment section, and please, let's educate ourselves, because I believe that you don't compete with people. There is no such thing as competition. Like, you look at what the next person is doing to better yourself, and not to necessarily outdo the person. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're walking at your pace, you will eventually get there, because trust me, people's journeys are different. The next point is, in as much as I'm saying walk at your pace, I'm not saying be lazy. I'm not saying be a lazy MF. I'm not saying just sit on your butt and do nothing. I am saying continue doing something. Walk at your pace is not, I wake up today, I decide not to work, tomorrow I decide. You have to continue working on your craft and doing something about your craft. Otherwise, at the end of the day, you would have achieved nothing. So if, for instance, you wake up every day and you do something about your craft every single day, there is no way on earth that you will not get better at the end of the day. There is no way on earth that you will not make progress. But if you are sitting on your butt, working at your pace, and you're working once a week, as opposed to a minimum of 3 times a week or 4 times a week, and you expect to grow, you will not grow that way. My pastor even said it in church. He said, in as much as when you, anyway, this is completely off because he was talking about tithing. I attend Elevation, and Pastor Goodman is my pastor. Yeah, whoop whoop. So he was saying, in as much as, you're trying to give your tithe to God, give your tithe to God, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, but at the same time, also take some for yourself. And as you're taking some for yourself, don't feel guilty when you spend money that you make for yourself, because you made that money, you worked for that money. But also, do not forget that you cannot be lazy and expect to make that money to give to God. He was talking about tithing, like you want to give your tithe to God, you want to do different things with money, but you are not working, you're just sitting on your ass and not doing anything about it. How are you supposed to make the money? Do you understand? Anyway, this was completely off, but I just had to say that. So back to what I'm saying, do not be lazy. Working at your pace is not being lazy. Working at your pace does not mean that you sit and do nothing. Working at your pace means that you are constantly doing something to better yourself. So now, this one is about you being able to communicate with those people you feel like, maybe not competition, but like do the same thing or similar things as you. I feel like there's nothing wrong with having a conversation with those people. Ask them. I feel like it's okay to talk to those people and ask them how they do things. It does not mean that you're belittling yourself. You are asking for advice so that you can learn and, be better at yourself. But bear in mind that you're asking for advice does not mean that someone will 100% be honest with you, because I realized that in as much as they want to help you, they will not completely show you the ropes, simply because they probably don't want you to have that signature mark that makes them stand out. They will not tell you because they don't want you and them, they don't want you guys to be the same, and which is totally fine. Everybody is entitled to that. Even me, I cook certain meals a certain way. If you ask me how I make it, I'll make it in your presence. No, but funny enough, with food recipe, you can't be greedy about that one. But like anything, people might not want to share their exact signature to you simply because they don't want you to be like them, which is totally fine. Sometimes they might share with you, and then once you have that and you're the same with them, they go back and then they better themselves and do something else to make themselves better, and then they stand out from you, which is totally fine any way you want to see it. But I feel like it's totally fine to ask for advice from people that are doing the same thing as you, but also bear in mind that they might not be 100% honest with you, and you should be willing and okay with whatever advice they give you, because at the end of the day, they are not trying to be like you. They are not trying to have 20 of them on earth. Like, everybody is unique here, but they have the right to keep their uniqueness to themselves. It is totally fine. So you asking for advice, hopefully they'll tell you a thing or two which helps you in turn. But I feel like in turn, I'm talking like a pastor or something, which helps you in turn, but at the end of the day, you take what they say with, like, you at the end of the day, you just listen for advice and don't take anything too personal. Pick what you can that works well for you, because sometimes when you even ask for advice, they tell you one or two things, but it might not necessarily work in line with who you are. And at the end of the day, if you want to take the advice, you take the advice. If you don't want, you leave. But always ask for advice as well. I would say don't be too proud to ask for help, to ask for advice. There are nice people out there that will help you. For instance, I'm into photography. There was something I was trying to figure out. I couldn't figure it out. Like, I saw it somewhere and I really liked it. I was like, how do I do this? How do I do this? And I have a friend that does similar thing as me. I called her and she was nice enough to tell me, okay, you do it this way, you do it this way. And then I went and I tried and I figured it out. Now that's because she was nice enough to tell me. Not everybody will be nice enough to tell you. But what I'm saying is, be humble enough to always ask. If you don't ask, you don't know if they will help. You only know if they will help if you ask. Do you get? At the end of the day, you're trying to help yourself. So who is winning or who is losing if you don't ask? It is you. So the whole point of this video is to say, guys, girls, women, ladies, do not pressure yourself. Do not pressurize yourself so much. Do not pressurize yourself so much. People's journeys are different. And then they say the grass is always greener on the other side, which is true. It's just what it is. Where you're standing already has grass, but someone else's grass will definitely look better. But when you go there, it might not be as good. Some of them might actually be good, but do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? Do not pressurize yourself. It's not always as complicated as we make things seem, basically. So I think I'm just going to end this here. If you got to this point of this video, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, that's about it, guys. So this was not really planned. I was just having a conversation with my friend, and then this came up and I decided to share. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.